everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Today we have Dark-nazo, another incredibly humble young man with an interesting story and some wonderful words of wisdom. So let's get started. Like some of those before him, Dark-nazo doesn't see himself as an artist, but rather just a guy who knows how to use a pen. He says he began drawing at 2 years old, and when he was 4 he read about Da Vinci and decided he would be like him. Dark-nazo says that's where the story of his love for art begins. Inspiration for his pieces can come in any form. It could be a rock, or a tree, or just someone walking down the street. However, Dark-nazo says it's hard to explain. He says he usually just picks an emotion and draws something unrelated. For example, he has some Batman fan art which expresses rage and sadness. He had just been speaking to someone who was incredibly sad, and was inspired to use their emotions, but he drew it in such a way that nobody would be able to associate that person to his piece. As far as future plans go, Dark-nazo doesn't care if his art skill takes him anywhere. He says that as it stands right now, most of what he draws is given away, or, and this breaks my heart, he lets them finish in the stove. Right now, Dark-nazo is studying mechanical engineering. He claims that in his opinion, knowledge is power, which is why he's focusing on this instead of an art course. He goes on to explain that he would be very happy living to draw, but not drawing to live, which is a simple but brilliant way to put it. Dark-nazo has left us with some links to his social media pages where we can find him on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. He says he posts mostly works in progress on his Instagram, and you can find some of his older pieces on Facebook. He does give a warning that he is a Spanish speaker and posts quite a bit on his Facebook, but will accept anyone's friend request. He says he has considered making a fan page for his art on Facebook, but with his love for books, philosophy, and sports, and also with most of his time in college, he doesn't have much time to dedicate to art. As a final note, Dark-nazo has left all of us with some very thoughtful advice. Absolutely everyone out there can draw. You just need to practice, and that's it. Open your eyes to the world because it is full of beautiful things. Don't waste your life waiting for the right moment to live, and the same can be said for creating. Sometimes you don't need to look at the subject of a drawing, but the technique you use. Dark-nazo passes his personal feelings this way, not focusing on the subject, but the technique. Creating line after line and almost never having to erase, just making more and more lines. It is the confusion of his feelings and of his mind. So in conclusion, let's open our eyes and let's begin to appreciate the world as it is and people for who they are. And that, my friends, is where we will end this video. Go and check out Dark-nazo on Instagram, befriend him on Facebook, and follow him on Twitter. And don't forget to show him some very well-deserved support on DeviantArt. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.